Building your dream life is very hard and challenging, but at the exact same time, it is exciting. And that's exactly how I feel right now. Hi everybody, my name is Andrea Lewis. I'm an actress and a filmmaker, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hit like, hit subscribe, stay a while if you're into this. And if you have been subscribed here for a while, then hello, nice to see you again. I am in the middle of building my dream life. I have been doing this now for quite a while, but I think this is the first time that I am actively aware of all the different parts of my life that I am piecing together in order to have my dream life. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some parts of my life that are amazing, that I'm so happy with and really grateful for. And then there's some parts that I'm still like, okay, it's a little murky, it's a little strange here, but I can see my way to the end of it. But all in all, the whole thing is what I'm focused on right now, the big picture. So what does that mean, building your dream life? So some of you may relate to this because maybe you are also in this space where you're building your dream life and trying to figure out what that looks like or what that really means to you. When I say building my dream life, I mean it from every area. So first being from my career. I'm an actress, I'm a producer, filmmaker, and these different areas of my life require different things from me right now, but I'm taking a lot of intentional steps to get me to the place that I really want to be. I've been in the acting business since I was a little kid, the entertainment business overall since I was a little kid, and I've had all of it. I've seen the ups, I've seen the downs, I've seen the good, I've seen the great. I've manifested things that I really wanted for myself. Acting careers are challenging because they are not linear. They are all over the place. They have a really long journey, and you have to be just willing and ready to take that journey, no matter what it looks like. You have to believe in something that you can't always see, but there are little ways, in my opinion, that you can control it for yourself, that you can be proactive about it, and that's what I am currently in terms of my dream life version of what my acting career looks like, where I want to be, how I want to be received, how I want to be spoken about in the rooms that I am not in. All of that kind of stuff is what's kind of been going on in my mind in the last little while, and how I can position myself correctly. Also, in that same way as a producer, I'm thinking about it in that same build. I talk about this in interviews. I don't know if I've explained this on here, but my dream producer girly is Reese Witherspoon. The business that she has built with Hello Sunshine. She now has a new platform coming for Gen Z called Sunny. I love all the work that she does. I love how strategic she is and everything that she has done. And so she's kind of like my North Star when I think about my own business and the way that I want to see my production company grow, the entities that I'm building, how I want to see them kind of create space for women that look like me, for people who feel like me, the same way that Reese Witherspoon was able to do for women in Hollywood in general. And I have little steps that I am taking, little moves that I am making right now, but we're not all the way there. It's not bad, but it's still got some bits and bops to go. Also thinking about it from beauty. I love beauty, love it so much. It's been such an interesting part of my life, and that's because I do on-camera work, so beauty is just this thing. And I find myself constantly thinking about like, okay, like what does beauty mean to you? What does glam mean to you? When do you feel your best? When do you look your best? Even from a glam standpoint, I'm like, I love a lot of glam, and I love working with certain makeup artists and hairstylists and stylists, and even I've upped the ante for even my friends in terms of even their own thought process of like, what is glam when we're out at these kind of like events or festivities that we kind of get to do, because I love it so much and I realize it makes me feel better, it makes me feel more polished. And so I'm like, okay, well, how can you do this on your own? How can you also feel this way? And that's your dream life of beauty. You know what I mean? Even my natural hair color, like, guys, I've had every hair color. I've even showed you guys on here. And there is no world in which you can convince me that any of those other hair colors look better than my natural hair color. Like color theory, I think I'm gonna have to do some kind of color theory because I really wanna be in that era where I find the colors that work for me best. I am a color girl in general, like I wear a lot of color, bright colors, but I wanna get to the place where I'm like, which colors now genuinely like are the color for me that like really bring out my skin, bring out my essence, bring out my aura, all of those kinds of things. And then also like the social life element for me. Like, what do I think that looks like? What is my dream life socially? Like, how often do I hang out with my friends? How much do I get to just kind of be in the world? And where is my perfect fun? Like, what does that actually look like? I won't lie to you guys. Right now, I actually don't know. I'm a little like, in this kind of strange space of like trying to understand who I am socially. I know that that might sound really weird, but I'm like, I've become a little like hyper aware of how I feel in certain environments or how I feel when I'm with certain friends or people that I know in general. Just like, do I feel good after this interaction? Did I feel charged or did I feel depleted? Where, like, what am I socially? And so that's also a part of my dream life. I tend to look at a lot of content that's like dinner party focused or like having your girls over, and I realize like I love intimate settings like that. So how can I find more ways to create those kinds of spaces for myself and for my community, who is my community? That is also my dream life. Even for my health and my body, I am so disciplined in this area right now, and I realize it's because I keep thinking about my future self and my dream life version of myself when it comes to my health and my body. And it's like I'm building my dream body, but I'm really building my dream health for my future self. There's a version of me, yes, that is like she's got the body of her dreams, but more than anything, she's got the health of her dreams. And as somebody with PCOS, and somebody who's had the gut issues and the thyroid issues and all of those kinds of things, you're like, oh, I just want to be in the health. Oh my God, I just want to be in my dream health. And that's what I find myself very focused on. So that's why I'm like, yes, I'm building towards my dream health, which is allowing me to be very disciplined in my present self. And then quite literally, like, what is the city that I should be living in? What is the home that I should be living in? Is it multiple city? I think it's multiple city, but you know, how often are you traveling? Are you doing what you want to be doing so that you can have this beautiful, perfect dream life for yourself? I've had little moments of it as well. And what I realized too with dream life building is that it's testing of your patience, because like, for instance, I do a lot of brand partnerships, and last year, maybe the year before, end of the year before, I essentially started to change my relationship to brand partnerships. There's a certain way that I specifically want to do them. I'm a storyteller at heart, and I want to be able to do long form. I want to be able to work with brands in this way that applies to the stories that I'm already building. And so sometimes I'm always like on the fence of if I consider myself an influencer or not. I think that there's times when I can be of influence, but when it comes to like traditional influencer work, I consider myself more like a content creator and somebody who is a storyteller and wants to work with brands to tell brand stories that go with also the work that I naturally do. And so I started to do that. It felt though like a cliff dive. It felt like as if I was saying no to one thing and yes to something that nobody knew if it was gonna be like yes worthy, basically. So it was scary for me. And I was worried, I really was, but at the same time, I kept thinking, I was like, but your future self wants this. Your future self is dreaming of this. Like this is the way that she wants to work with these brands. And you're going to have to introduce it. You're going to have to say no to some things. You're going to have to change your dynamic with this space in order to get the thing that you really want. And that's your dream life. Like, that's why the building of this can feel so intimidating and so like you're in the dark and you have no idea if it's working out, because you have to take some risk along the way and saying no to, sometimes to money, sometimes to things that are easy for you to do because you're like, but it doesn't serve my dream life. that was me with kind of like the influencer space and understanding what my position was in this space in general. I think I've told you guys as well, like I have a show coming, a series coming to this channel. It's longer form, it has brands attached to it, but this is the way that I want to work with brands, is in these longer form stories versus kind of like these little quick moments. Love the quick moments, don't get me wrong, but I want long partnerships. I want to work with a brand for 6 months to a year, and I want to have a relationship where they're involved in all of the things that I'm doing as a filmmaker, and trust me to tell a story that's going to also not only highlight the brand, but also highlight the themes that I'm talking about. So far, it is happening, but it's a slower move. It's a harder move. It takes a little bit more convincing, but it's my dream life. So that's why I'm doing it. Recognizing as well that your dreams change as you grow, as you mature, as life happens. But I realized that I am not there yet. I still have the same dreams, the same wishes, the same wants, the same desires. I've touched different parts of them in different ways, but in terms of full completion of a dream, I haven't really hit that yet. And I'm not sure if that's something you ever achieve, I won't lie to you guys, or if it's something that's always evolving, but I just know that in this space and time in my life, I am ready for my dream life. I am ready for my dream living. So if you were building your dream life, let me know in the comments what it looks like now. What word would you use to describe the feeling that you are feeling right now in building your dream life? Let's chat about it in the comments. Bye guys.